Hey guys, back again with another video here. Made a trip to Bass Pro this weekend. So while I was there, I picked up a few things. It was not an expected trip. Unfortunately, I had a few problems with my boat this weekend. The motor kept dying on me in the middle of the lake. It would run and then it would just cut off as if you pulled the safety cord out and the motor just would stop. So unfortunately I had to take it back in. It is only a month old. It was a brand new engine, so I wasn't too happy about that. Hopefully they'll take care of me and get it fixed up pretty quick so I can have it back next week. The cool thing about the trip to Bass Pro is I guess they're doing their special pre-fishing before everything gets turned back up, and they had a couple of pros there, and Kelly Jordan was the one that was doing theirs today. I believe Takahiro Omori was there the day before. I'm kind of sad I missed that. But yeah, I stayed and watched Kelly Jordan do his little seminar, and it was pretty neat. It was really cool thing to see in person. So that was real neat to do. Quick update. The order has been placed for the real giveaway. I am waiting on it to get here. I am in the process of thinking of how I'm going to do that giveaway. And once I get that figured out and it shows up, we'll get a video up and get it going. So anyways, we'll go ahead and get into this. I have a huge bag here. Spent a little bit of money today, but again, they had sales on everything, so I picked up a ton of stuff. First thing we'll get in here is we got some pack of chunks by NetBait. These are the little, my favorite trailers I like to use on jigs. These babies have a ton of action to them. The little claws there, those things will move. You can see there they have the little pattern on them, and I assume helps them out. This is black and blue, or no, this is Toledo Special. It's kind of it has black and blue flake in it, and it's kind of a June bug color, so it's kind of the best of both worlds there. It's a very I guess a very versatile trailer. You can put it on a lot of them. I don't know if you can see that there. But nice little bait. Got a package of those. Let's see. They had all of their Strike King, not all, but the majority of their Strike King lures on sale, which for Bass Pro means they were just a little under regular price, but still, while they were there, I picked this one up. These are the 3/4 ounce, so they are a lot bigger than your general red eye shads. Of course, for bigger fish. See out there? If you've ever used a red eye shad, you know what they look like. You know they work. It's just a bigger version of it. Really cool sale they had was on their Rapala DT series crankbaits. I mentioned in the last video, or maybe I don't remember if I did a video on it, but I've been really enjoying the Rapala crankbaits. I really like the quality of them. Really like the idea behind them. I've gone so long and just really not give them the credit that they've deserved. So it was cool to be able to pick some of these up and maybe start throwing them quite a bit. This here is a DT16. Their DT series, and that's another thing I love about them is they're DT for dive 2, so it's their dive 2 series. So if it's a 16, it's going to dive 16 feet. I love that it's just that they let you know, hey, this is a 16-foot bait. I mean, the Strike King ones are the 6XDs. That doesn't mean it's going to go 6 feet. They dive a lot deeper than that. So I like that it's pretty straightforward. But there it is. I don't remember what color this is. I'm not familiar with. This is just shad color here, just the regular shad color. But the quality of Rapala lures is pretty amazing. I mean, the paint jobs aren't the best. There's not a ton of detail on them. But I believe most of them are made of balsa wood. So just the feel of them and just the way they run, they're really nice baits. I don't know why I went so long without giving them the credit that they deserve. But I'm making up for it. Got quite a few today. So that's the shad color there. And the packaging is real nice too. It comes with a solid little plastic case and a cardboard box for all their lures. So they're 6XD. See, these dive to 19 feet and beyond. For 6XD, it doesn't, I don't know, once you get used to it, you know what they dive to, but still, I like the straightforward, the dive to 16 feet. I like that. But I do love my 6XDs. These are on sale as well. So I picked up quite a few of these. This here is my favorite color, the blackback chartreuse. Next up, I have another DT series. This one I really like the color on it. It's a crawdad color, but you can see here, I don't know if you can see on the top there. I really doubt you'll be able to make it out, but it has this green color on the top that it fades into, and it's kind of a metallic looking color. I feel like that'd give off a lot of flash that goes real well with the orange bottom. So really think this one will work well. This is a DT10, so it dives to 10 feet. Some of the newer DTs have an extended hook on the end. It's kind of like the hook that a like you would rig a worm with an offset on it, and it'll have that one extension back there. So for when you get short strikes, it still gets that lure. And I think that's an awesome idea. I guess these are older models and they didn't have it, but still, I believe I got these for $5, so it's kind of hard to complain about it. I have another Dive 2 series here. This is a DT16. Really love this color. Really love this. I think this one catches more fishermen than it does fish. This is one of those. But absolutely beautiful color there. Kind of a lavender color, and then it goes into the metallic green on top. Once again, I think that green will put off some flash. This is a more natural color, obviously, for days where you have the clear blue skies and you want to throw a more natural color shad since they can see it a lot better. There's that. Again, I have a ton of stuff in here, so I'm trying to just keep it going. Bought the Spro right here, the Little John. This is a flat-sided crankbait. These work real well in the wintertime just because of the motion that they give off as opposed to your regular crankbaits. I don't have a ton of flat-sided crankbaits just because a lot of them are really expensive. So, and that's actually what the seminar was about today with Kelly Jordan. But you can see, again, Spro, love Spro quality. Their hooks are just razor sharp, and I'll get real tacky, and I see how they're stuck in my fingers there just by touching them. So that's awesome. Love that. Like the chartreuse bottom there, be able to see it real well. Goes into the green on top. It's a really pretty lure. So looking forward to throwing that. Obviously Bass Pro pushes their brand of items. I believe it was 25% off most of their brand, plus with me having bought the boat from a Bass Pro dealer, I get an extra 20% off on top of that with the rewards card. So I picked up a lot of Bass Pro Shops branded stuff. I needed O-rings to switch out my hooks because I bought a couple of hooks. Just your standard. These are size 2. They're generally what are on your lures. These are a little bit smaller. Size 3 are what are on there, but these will work just as well. Picked up some Wacky Rig O-rings there. Those just go around the middle of the worm and they kind of hold your hook in there if you've ever used them. Those are pretty handy. Next up, got more rod gloves. Still have a ton more to go before I can cover up all my rods, but making progress there. This was really cool. There's just regular Stren monofilament. $5 for 660 yards of this at Bass Pro this weekend. That was an awesome deal. Even Berkeley Big Game, I don't remember, I think it runs $12 or $13 for the same price. And I used to be a real big fan of Stren when I first started fishing. Some of the pros were using it, and I did whatever they told me when I was young because they were the pros, and Stren was my go-to line. I would use nothing but Stren. Of course, now that I'm more mature and know better, I know there are better lines out there. But Stren is a really good line, better than Big Game, and for $5, that was hard to pass up. So I got a roll of 12-pound tests there, and let's see here. I also picked up a roll of 14-pound test. So $10 for 1,200 and some odd yards. That's hard to beat. Very hard to beat. Very good deal. Next up, this little bit off topic. This is lens cleaner, the little cleaning towel in there. I did pick up a new pair of sunglasses. Was a gift from my fiance for Valentine's Day. I got a pair of Costa sunglasses. Very nice sunglasses. I love them a lot. So I bought that so that I could clean them with. Next up, I just saw these in here. I've never heard of these before. Just decided to try it. Of course, I'm a big, you know, nothing can really beat the current jigs that I use, the Santone lures, but it doesn't hurt to try new baits. So I saw this, and it's Pepper Custom Baits. They look like really nice jigs. Let's see if I can get that to focus in there. I'll take it out. I don't think we can see it very well through the plastic. This is just your standard black and blue jig. You can see the hook there. Very different hook than you see on jigs. Let me make that out there. You can see how that offset is? The real weird offset. Very nice. Very nice quality on it. Super sharp. And I don't know. I'll pull this down here. What's cool about it? I don't know if you can see there, but they included holders on it so that you could put rattles on it as well. So I thought that was a really neat idea. Really cool. So I decided to pick one up. I think they were $3 for them. Really neat. Again, those are Pepper Custom Baits. If you want to check them out, Bass Pro carries them. I've never heard of them before, but it doesn't hurt to give it a try. We have another 6XD here. This one is root beer. It's one of my favorite colors of the 6XD and 5XD. The reason I like it is it has that orange line down the bottom there, and then you have a little more natural shad color here on the side, and then it goes into the green on the top. So you kind of get the best of a lot of worlds there with that. That's why I really enjoy it. And what I really like about it is that just real orange bottom there that can really grab the fish's attention. It's because these are meant to go down deep, so if the fish are looking up and they're just right out of strike range and they can see that orange, I really feel like that helps get a couple of strikes. So that's why I like that color. Bought some once again Bass Pro Shop brand. I went drop shotting this weekend when I went out fishing and found out that the weights I was using just weren't quite heavy enough to get it down as fast as I wanted because the fish are still deep in the lake. So I decided to pick up some of these. Once again, I still love Eco Pro, but these were cheap and they were there. I think I paid $3 for these things. I got quite a few of them. These are 3/16 ounce. A lot heavier than what I was throwing, so hopefully this will help out with that problem. Bought some Gamakatsu hooks. These are very nice hooks. These are size 6, so these are smaller ones. Bought these I have a couple of smaller baits that trailer hooks are rusted on them, so I bought these to replace, and of course I can use those split rings on them as well. This was probably what I was most excited about. Bass Pro had their tungsten weights on sale. Generally these sell for about $7, but they were on sale for I think $4.50, and plus the discount that I got, I mean, you can't beat that for tungsten. Once again, I don't know, it's probably a little bit blurry. Once again, I love Eco Pro weights. I don't buy anything else anymore, except with the exception of this, but for that price and for tungsten, and you can't really pass that up at all. So I got these. These are they're just a watermelon size, and these are in a ½ ounce. That's those. I bought some bigger ones, some 1 ounce ones, so that I can use on my punching and for Carolina rigging. I'm gonna start dragging Carolina rigs pretty soon. You can see that. Pretty nice quality on them. Not quite. Well, not near as good as Eco Pro's coloring, but again, for the price, I think these were what were these? These were $8 a piece. So I think these were 16. So yeah, got a really good deal on those. I think they were on sale for $8, and then whatever discount I got on them. Again, hard to beat. And I got one more there, just regular silver. I think these are 3/8 ounce. Yeah, 3/8 ounce. I will save that. One more DT series crank. This is the DT20. Now, this one was $10. I think it was $8 on sale. Here's what I like about this. This actually has the eyes on it rather than the painted ones like the other. I'll show you that. You can see these eyes here are painted on. This actually has the actual plastic eyes on it. So let me tell you about the DT20 series. you will pay $14–15 depending on where you buy your 10XD. That will get you down that big for the Strike King lures. If you go with Lucky Craft or anything like that, that's going to get you down there, you're talking $20–25 for something that's going to get you that deep. This thing was $8. They're normally $10. That is hard to beat for a bait that's going to get you down that deep. Just an awesome value on it. You can see they're not quite as big as the other lures, so they're not going to get you down there. But I like that because just because you're fishing deep doesn't mean you need a big bait down there. There are still small fish down there. That being said, of course, I'd love to catch the bigger fish, but you're missing a lot of, you know, fish by throwing that big bait that some of the smaller fish just aren't going to bite. So this is just your standard, and I'll show you here. This is the DT16, and you can see those baits pretty much just line up there. You can't see the other one over the other one. So they're the same body size. So you get that smaller profile with these. And the reason it dives so deep, you can see there in the bill, that's a weight. It's weighted in the bill there. Genius idea. Once again, I don't know why I didn't give Rapala the time of day, or Rapala, however you want to pronounce it, the time of day before. You know. And once again, they have very sticky hooks, just like the Spro. Not quite as sharp, but they'll still get hung in you there. So that's cool. This is just your standard shad pattern. Again, kind of a sexy shad color. I guess it's Rapala's sexy shad color. Kind of has the right here, the little chartreuse little line in the middle, and then it goes has the scale pattern here, and then blue on top. Skin kind of has a metallic color to give off that flash. Love it. Hard to beat. Go check them out if you haven't been fishing them. They're not just a Northern Lure Company. They're not sponsoring me. I don't get anything from them, so I'm not saying that. It's just really I've missed out on. I'm not gonna open this one, but we got another 6XD. Again, they're on sale. This is just your standard shad color. I lost mine this weekend, so there's that. I did not put that lure knocker to use. Let's be honest with you, I completely forgot I had it. There's another 6XD we got here. Bought a bunch of deep diving lures. So I realized once I lost my shad color one that I didn't have very many left. So this is just your standard sexy shad. Chartreuse line in it. Picked up some 5/0 Gamakatsu worm hooks. These are my favorite hooks. I will not use anything else. I enjoy them. I know they work. They're a good value. No point wasting money on them. Here are the size 3 split rings. Those there, once again, for changing out those treble hooks. And it keeps going. Here are the black and blue. More of the pack a chunk there. Those. I think these are about $2.50 for a package. I like to get 8 in there, so. And again, these are just super. These are actually a tiny pack of chunks, so these are smaller trailers. But once again, the action on these are awesome. Once again, it's standard black and blue. Got that there. Oh, let's dig deep. Here is a DT10. That is parrot colored, and I'll take that out of there because it's actually pretty cool. It's a really colorful bait. Will get fish's attention pretty well. See that chartreuse there? So we can get it to focus in. Goes down to the chartreuse on the bottom and blue on the top. Not the metallic blue, but just a standard blue. Again, cool little color. Got some more half-ounce tungsten weights there. Picked up a lot of them because they're so cheap. Picked up some Power Pro braid. Realized running out of braid. I've tried a lot of different braids. Power Pro is my favorite by far. A lot of people will tell you that there's a lot better out there, but this has worked for me. I've never had any problems with it. I've never busted it or snapped it. It doesn't wear out very fast. And yeah, it's a 50-pound test, 12-pound diameter, so it's the same diameter that you would get on 12-pound test. And I like here also that they have the little a sample of it on the side so that you can see, so that you don't have to go in there digging and getting into the lure or into the line. You just pull that out. Shoal Power Pro. There's not very much of it. You don't need a lot. There's only 100 yards, so you can probably, if you use backing line, you can probably get about three reels out of this. And for 12 bucks for braid, that's not that bad. Comes with a little booklet in there. Just kind of shows you their products and goes over things with you. Really good braid. If you're looking to check out braid, check out Power Pro. It's not very expensive and it works. So let's see. And I think that's all we have. I have one more lure and then one bigger thing in here. Kelly Jordan was doing, like I said, was doing a seminar about flat-sided crankbaits. And this is what he was selling, so of course I had to pick one up. These are not cheap. These were $16 a piece. This is the Lucky Craft KJ Flat 1.5 crankbaits. Of course, it's Lucky Craft. It's really nice quality. It's gonna be nice. I've bought a lot of Lucky Craft before. I don't like throwing them because they're so expensive, but there's a reason why. Just awesome detail on these baits. Look at that color on the side there. You can see it's kind of metallic on the scales there, if you could make that out. So a lot of flash, a lot of grooves in the bait, a lot of detail on it. And it goes into the blue on the top there. It has the computer chip lip on it. Pretty good for deflecting off rocks and stuff. And then of course the hooks are amazing. You can't beat the Lucky Craft hooks. Those just stick right in you. But yeah, decided to pick that up. His whole seminar was about cold water flat-sided crankbaits. Thought it was neat, so of course had to pick one up. I really wanted to get him to sign one, but I didn't want to bother him. There was a lot of people crowding around him, so just went and got one and supported him. Did that. So lastly, the best part, Bass Pro. This is probably the best sale they had there. They had a ton of sales on their depth finders, and I was looking to replace my console one because it just came with the old Mark V X Pro, which is just a cheap $100 depth finder. It's the way they cut costs on boats just to get one in there. It's a 5-inch screen. So, and I debated on going with the 7-inch and just mounting it on the side, but with this sale, I couldn't pass it up. So we bought the Lowrance Elite 5 HDI. The reason I went with the 5 is because I can just mount it right back into the console. This guy was $299. Comes with the downscan transducer. Some of these models that will only come with the standard transducer, and some of them don't come with it at all. Of course, they get cheaper. I think the one that doesn't come with one at all is normally the $299 model. So this is a really good sale. Those transducers by themselves for the downscan are, I think they go for $119. This also comes with the sun cover extra, but the part that I really got excited about was it comes with the Insight, well, the Lake Insight Pro map card. Usually those on their own are $100, $120, and again, it just comes with it for free in this package, all for $299. So you get downscan imaging, you get the Lake Insight, you get the cover. You can see here these also have and there's some of these models that don't have this, which again I think is a cheaper model, but it has the built-in GPS. It has your regular 200 kilohertz just standard imaging, and then you have your 455 downscan imaging, which is like picture perfect imaging on there. So for $299, just an awesome deal. Could not believe it. So I picked that up. When the boat comes back in, I'll get this guy on there, get set up and good to go. Should be an easy swap. And yeah, that's super excited about this. So that's it. That's what we got today. Spent a little bit of money, but it was completely worth it. Really excited about the new Lowrance, and yeah. Keep watching for new videos. I'll have once the new reels and stuff come in, have the video of that, and of course I'll figure out the unboxing and we'll go from there. Once again, I really appreciate you guys watching. If you want to like it, go ahead. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. I completely won't hate you for it. It helps me out, helps helps out with the sponsors, helps me do the giveaways. So yeah, well, thanks for watching, guys, and good luck out there.